When Sandy Wells and I and Gloria were running girls' sports back in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, there was that one woman always in the background, and that was Elaine.
She was like a force behind girls softball and their success when they all played at Fernald Park and were independent and weren't part of the 500 Boys and Girls Club.
We would not have got through those years. We would not have been able to do what we did without Elaine Yates there to support us.
She was instrumental because, you know, she'd be at all the games, even when she didn't need to be. She was at every function. And those are the people, those are the soldiers, you know, that get the job done. You know, they don't ask for any credit. They're just in the background, but they're getting the job done and putting in countless hours.
Stayed off to the side, did her job, great support person. There for the right reason, obviously, for the kids.
Those were the growing years of the Booster Club. And with her help and Jones, it grew into a solid booster club that would support all the sports throughout the school year, which was beneficial to help make Farmington sports grow.
I think the booster club of the 80s, for me, set the example of how important they are to the community and how important they've continued to be.
You know, they don't ask for any credit. They're just in the background, but they're getting the job done and putting in countless hours to make sure that all the programs are successful.
She was there to set up the concession stand and run it. She was there to help with any kind of fundraising we wanted. She was there to babysit my twins if I needed help. If I had nobody else, she'd say, okay, Zeke, give me the girls. Go do your umpiring and I will take care of the girls.
And what a love. Her heart is huge, and it came through with everything she did.
When you put that amount of time in, you get it.
Our first recipient of the Moulton Medal tonight is a woman who spent all of her time behind the scenes. You never saw her up front at a banquet or on the microphone at an event. However, if you paid attention at various events and the Welcome Home Championship parties in the 80s, she was always there, behind the scenes, in the background. She was a constant at girls softball in the 1970s and 80s, working concessions, and as Zeke pointed out, often watching the children of coaches and umpires so that they could volunteer their time. Currently, I'm proud to serve as the president of the Farmington Athletic Boosters. The Boosters of the 1980s were, in my opinion, some of the very best. They were busy because that's when basketball was at its height. And this woman was a major part of that club. When I informed her of this award, her response was, but I never did any of that for recognition. And that is why we honor her tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to Farmington, Elaine Yates Biron.
Hello, Farmington. I'm so happy to be here tonight and to seeing all these folks I haven't seen forever, even though I don't recognize a lot of you. I don't look the same as when I was here before. Farmington means a lot to me. I was here for quite a long time. I love the teachers, love the kids, love the compassion, Farmington has a way of welcoming people, sticking by them, doing what they can, and it's beautiful. I was not an athlete, as most of my friends know, and I'll just tell you a little story. I would sit on the bleachers, and these women were the mothers and whatever, were so great. When the kids would come up to bat playing softball, baseball, they always said things to make them feel good and root them on. I never knew what to say. So one day, I said to Zeke, "Give me something to say." And she looked at me, and she thought, and she said, "Okay, when they come up to bat, you holler out, 'Keep your elbow up,' and that'll get you through." I used that until my kids were all in high school. Long time, my big thing to say. So it was a wonderful experience. Met a lot of nice people. This town is very warm and welcoming, understanding, giving, generous of heart. So I just want to leave you with this. When you're in a tough spot and you don't know what to say, just say, "Keep your elbow up." Thank you very much.
Good job, Elaine. Take your plaque with you.
Oh,